Hi guys, welcome to another Movie Crew Reviews. Today we'll be reviewing Drop.
The movie stars Meghann, Fahy, Sklenar, and Violet Payne.
So Violet, a widowed mother, is going on her first date in years. As she goes to a fancy restaurant, all is not what she seems as she starts getting these mysterious drops and has to do what he says or face the wrath of her family getting injured. So we're going to get into this review, and Moon is going to start us off today.
All right. I watched the trailer say on Wednesday, and Friday I was in the cinema. I was like, I gotta watch this movie. This looks really fun. And it was honestly, even though I had that bit expectation, it blew away all the expectations I had. Though, apart from like first 10 minutes, this whole movie is thrilling. I was on the edge of my seat. It was so well done in my opinion. So first 10 minutes they're just setting up the movie, and uh the first shot is about someone holding a gun over the main character. I was like, that is a big spoiler, man. I don't think that should be in the movie. But that was just silly me thinking too many things. And so the plot of the movie is basically she goes on a date. So they both meet on some dating app. And just an FYI, if you are on a dating app and just messaging, setting up some plans before the movie, don't do it, please. Don't know how now, but yeah. So when they go on a date and she starts suspecting that she's receiving these drops, so basically it's just like people surrounding you can send you pictures and stuff. And slowly, I don't know how much is a spoiler here, so I'll be very careful. So she starts suspecting that someone is after her kid. And after that, oh my God, and she can't tell anyone because the killer is probably the soon-to-be killer will probably gonna kill anyone here or in her house. And oh my God, I was like, how this woman is gonna escape from here? And Megan Fanny, she did a brilliant job. She's not just, the horror movie character, the girl who wants to be rescued. She's very clever. She'll look around everywhere. She'll see if there's any microphone here and there. She'll go to the toilet. She is very smart. And so it can get tedious because she's just going around here and there. So the directors, they have this, like, they'll pan out and or zoom in her to face, and they'll isolate her or isolate the environment so that sort of break the movie up a bit. So that was such a good choice in my opinion, because it does break the choice. And even though I want to know what's gonna happen, and we don't find out until the very end. I was thinking this guy will be the killer, this one will be the killer, or whoever this perpetrator is, but I was wrong. I didn't think who will that be, and the guy who is he played very well. He's like a nice guy. He doesn't want he wants to go, like, because his date is almost ruined because this woman is just going here and there. So somehow he's stuck there, and whatever happens in the end, I thought I didn't love it at the end, but it was such a breath of fresh air. I love this movie. Sure.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the premise of the film. I like you. I think the end was it reminds me of Hard Eyes. It just
No,
it wasn't really there for me, if that makes sense.
I didn't see how nice.
Yeah, I did enjoy the actual concept of these drops and the text messages that lead on from that, pretty much commanding her. The central figure, I don't want to give too much away because I don't want to ruin who it is, because there's only a limited amount of people in this film
Yeah.
that it can be. So if I give you too much, you'll piece it together pretty much at the start of the film. You kind of can see that on the second watch. You can go back and kind of see things happening in that respect. But I did really enjoy that whole aspect of every time she's trying to get out of it and every time she's trying to make a new move, she pretty much just gets thwarted because the person that's watching her, they've got the cameras, they've got bugs everywhere, they can hear what she's saying, they can see what she's doing, and it's just really like creative in that respect. I think the actual acting was quite well done, feels a bit natural, and the chemistry between Megan's character and Brandon's character was quite nice in terms of they feel like they're on a first date. It doesn't feel like two actors in a film, if that kind of gets you to the understanding. Even the side characters, her sister and her son, they're not much in the film, but they seem like believable characters, and they are the real antithesis. So going from the trailers of what you see, you do see she gets these drops and she's forced to do, we don't know at that time what she's doing, but it's pretty much in defense of not having her sister and mainly her son get hurt, because there are people at her house while she's on this date, and she moves, she tries to call the police, it's all over. So she's pretty much trying to placate whatever this person is making her do, and following pretty much what she is. She pieces the mystery together herself pretty much throughout the film. So it's pretty simple in terms of the story. It's not a long run time, about 90 minutes. Conclusion at the end is happy. It's nothing too severe. And yeah, I think that overall I was quite interested from start to end and trying to work out A, who this person was, and then B, once we find out this person, what was going to happen next.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'll talk about some, modern horror movies like Slender Man or other Blumhouse movies. The characters when they're on their phones, and it is so irritating because they're not doing anything. But the movie, the plot revolves around she's on the phone the whole time, and I loved it. So because it's so well done. But I hate, like in other movies, they're just on the phone and you just get like on the side, you get like the messages being read over. But this was so well done. Even though I hate such kind of things in modern horror movies, but they took that thing I hate and they made me love it. So props to the writers and directors for actually writing this script. So yeah, very good job.
Even the look of when she's getting the text, because you first see these digi drops, they're airdrops, but you first see these drops, and then as the texts are coming through, you're seeing them on the screen. Like, so it's not we're going back to the phone every time. We're kind of seeing her reaction as these messages are coming through, and that is what I found really interesting. Because like you said, in those more like Slender Man films, you're pretty much just watching them look at a screen and like reacting and
do something else.
It's intriguing. Anything else, Moon?
No, that's it.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. All right, let's get to the scores.
Yep.
Moon, how many drops out of 10?
I'll give it 8 drops out of 10.
Yeah, I'll be on the same page as Moon, 8 drops out of 10. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, check out our socials, and catch us for the next one. Ciao.